Good morning. My name is Rick White from 180 Biz, and this is my Just One Thing. So, what I want to talk about is I want to finish up with reviews. And one of the biggest mistakes I see shops and honestly businesses everywhere make is they don't respond to reviews. Imagine you and I are in a party and you just worked on my car. I walked up at that party and I said, "Hey, Eduardo, thank you so much for everything you did on my vehicle. You did such a great job. I've never gotten the experience. I've never been treated the way you treated me this last visit. Thank you so much." And you turn around and walk away. You never say a word. That's what happens when you don't respond to a review. People want to be seen, heard, and appreciated. Responding to a review does all three of those, right? Responding to the review creates a connection. You want to respond to everyone, both positive and negative. Okay. Now, the positive ones, why do you want to respond to those? Again, so that you build that connection with them. It shows that you care and you appreciate that feedback. When you respond, personalize it. Talk about the work you did on the vehicle. Talk about the type of vehicle it was. Talk about the mileage the vehicle has on it. Thanks so much, Rick, for the great work you did on my car. Hey, John, it was great to work on your Acura and get those brakes back to where they should have been. Let us know if you have any other questions. We love working on that vehicle with you. That's all you got to do. And what you've done is you've shown people that you know who they are. So, like somebody else that's never done business with you is thinking, "Holy crap! Look at they remember what they did to the car, and they remember what kind of car that guy has." And what happens is, like I say, it builds that connection. It builds future business. Because now maybe someone does a search on Acura Auto Repair, and that reply comes up. That review comes up. Come on, man, that's such a great simple hack. Or high miles, or hey, we're going to get you to 1,000,000 miles. That's what this is all about. Is getting people connected. One of the hardest things to do, frustrating, is to go through and leave feedback for somebody genuinely because I want them to do better. I care, and never hear a thing. My biggest example of this was with Brenda and I went to a Holiday Inn up in New Hampshire, and it was the last time we used Holiday Inn. We had such a bad experience. I actually filled out a survey. It took me about 15 minutes, put them all at zeros, told them why. They asked if they could call me in the review, and I said yes, and I never heard a word. I was desperately a client that wanted to continue to use the brand, and their indifference, please hear that, their perceived indifference shut Brenda off from the entire brand. We are now Hilton heroes. That's just, we go Hilton wherever we go. Make sure you're personalizing it. John, thank you so much for bringing your 2015 Ford F-150 in for that oil leak. I'm glad we were able to take care of it for you. Thank you so much for trusting us. We look forward to seeing you again, not too soon though, and do something like that. And that makes all the difference in the world. Now, when it's a negative review, here's some statistics I want to share with you. Number one, 94% of the people surveyed say a negative review and or a negative response made them avoid a business. That's a big deal. Not only is it the negative review, it's your negative response. So, what am I telling you? Don't go dark. Don't get defensive. Don't go nuts. That's not going to help you. What you want to do instead is put something positive on there. Okay? And we're going to talk a lot more about this in this webinar, but we also have another webinar called How to Deal with a Negative Review. It goes like 45 minutes into the whole science, psychology, everything of it. It's awesome. But here's the cool thing, 56% of the people surveyed changed their opinion of a company based on a response the company gave to a negative review. When you're doing a negative review, you're dealing with a negative review, don't go back and forth. Understand your audience for your response is not that person. It's for the people coming in behind them, the new ones that are thinking, "Man, do I want to do business with these people?" So let's say you get somebody you know it's a phishing, it's just not real. Well, then stop and just say, "Hey, John, I'm really sorry. I've done everything I can looking in our database to find you. I can't find you. Please give us a call. We're going to take care of this for you." People understand that that happens. Respond to it in a positive manner. If it's a legit, get the thing offline. "I'm so sorry you experienced that. That's not the way we do business. I'd like to talk to you. Here's my personal number. Give me a call. Let's get this handled." Now, what's even cooler when you do handle it, if you can, is ask them to update the review. Don't ask them to change it, ask them to update it. First of all, you got to be timely in your responses. 53% of consumers expect a company to respond to a negative review within 1 week. 33% of those actually expect it within 3 days. So you want to make sure that you are timely with your review responses on all of them. Make it a habit every couple of days where you're just going to go through. Even better, set up some Google alerts so that you get notified when someone mentions your company. You all work really, really hard to get people into your shop. Our job doesn't stop with attraction, it stops with retention. That's what it's all about, keeping people with us. Create and keep a client. That is the purpose of every business. This is an important subject that we don't spend enough time on. I want to say thank you to everybody. God bless, stay safe, have some fun, and go make some money. Bye bye.